for you to come together and give us a United States of Africa.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We are not going to be a race without a country. God never intended it, and we are not going to abuse God's confidence in us as men. We are men, human beings, capable of the same acts as any other race, possessing under fair circumstances the same intelligence as any other race. Now Africa's been sleeping, not dead, only sleeping. Today Africa's walking around not only on our feet, but on our brains. You can enslave as was done for 300 years the bodies of men. You can shackle the hands of men. You can shackle the feet of men. You can imprison the bodies of men, but you cannot shackle or imprison the minds of men.
Where can we find in this race of ours real men, men of character, men of purpose, men of confidence, men of faith, men who really know themselves? I have come across so many weaklings who profess to be leaders, and in the test I have found them but the slaves of a nobler race. They perform the will of their masters without question. There is always a number, even though small, of active minds, ever ready and prepared to lay out the course of salvation. And it is these we look for direction in all those things that affect the human race. For a man to know himself is for him to feel that for him there is no human master. For him nature is his servant, and whatsoever he wills in nature, that shall be his reward. Be proud of your race today as our fathers were in their day. We have a beautiful history, and we shall create another in the future that will astonish the world. Confidence, conviction, action will cause us to be free men today. The power that holds Africa is not divine. The power that holds Africa is human, and it is recognized that whatsoever a man has done, man can do. We of the Negro race are moving from one state of organization to another, and we shall continue until we have thoroughly lifted ourselves into the organization of government. Education is the medium by which people are prepared for the creation of their own particular civilization and the advancement and glory of their own race. Nationhood is the only means by which modern civilization can completely protect itself. Independence of nationality, independence of government is the means of protecting not only the individual but the group. Nationhood is the highest ideal of all peoples. The Negro must be up and doing if he will break down the prejudice of the rest of the world. Prayer alone is not going to improve our condition, nor the policy of watchful waiting. We must strike out for ourselves in the course of material achievement and by our own effort and energy, presenting to the world those forces by which the progress of man is judged. It's fortunate that we should so drift apart as a race, as not to see that we are but perpetuating our own sorrow and disgrace and failing to appreciate the first great requisite of all peoples, organization. Organization is a great power in directing the affairs of a race or nation toward a given goal. To properly develop the desires that are uppermost, we must first concentrate through some system or method, and there is none better than organization. The time has come for the Negro to forget and cast behind him his hero worship and adoration of other races, and to start out immediately and create and emulate heroes of his own. We must canonize our own saints, create our own martyrs, and elevate to positions of fame and honor of black men and women who have made their distinct contributions to our racial history. The race needs workers at this time, not plagiarists, copyists, and mere imitators, but men and women who are able to create, to originate, and improve, and thus make an independent racial contribution to the world and civilization. Progress is the attraction that moves humanity, and to whatever people or race this modern virtue attaches itself. There you will find the splendor of pride and self-esteem that never fail to win the respect and admiration of all. There is no force like success, and that is why the individual makes all efforts to surround himself throughout life with the evidence of it. As of the individual, so should it be of the race and nation. I had a motive and a purpose. It was not money because I could have gotten that for myself and had been satisfied. It was not position because I could have gotten that for myself. What is it? It was the crying voice from the grave that said, Garvey, we have suffered for 250 years for your day and for your time. We expect something from you at this hour. No Negro, let him be American, European, West Indian, or African, shall be truly respected until the race as a whole has emancipated itself through self-achievement and progress from universal prejudice. The Negro will have to build his own government, industry, art, science, literature, and culture before the world will stop to consider him. Until then, we are but wards of a superior race and civilization and the outcast of a standard social system. Guilty men are afraid of jail, but I am as much at home in jail for the cause of human rights as I am in my drawing room. The only difference being that I have not my good wife's company, even as I know how glad she would have been to share my lot. But hers must be a life of sacrifice also, painful though it be. I am pleading, yeah, I am begging all men and women within the reach of Blood Africa to wake up to the responsibility of race pride and do something to help and promote a higher state of appreciation within the race. Locally, we are suffering from a marked shade prejudice among ourselves, which is foolish and destructive. Everybody knows that there is absolutely no difference between the native African and the American and West Indian Negroes, in that we are descendants from one common family stock. No one knows when the hour of Africa's redemption cometh. It is in the wind. It is coming. One day, like a storm, it will be here. When that day comes, all Africa will stand together. All of us may not live to see the greater accomplishments of an African empire, so strong and powerful as to compel the respect of mankind. But we in our lifetime can so work and act as to make the dream a possibility within another generation.
Why should we be discouraged if somebody laughs at us today? Who's to tell what tomorrow will bring forth? Did they not laugh at Christ, Moses, Muhammad? Was there not a Carthage, Greece, and Rome? So we see and have changes every day. So pray, work, be steadfast, and be not dismayed. Because as the Jew is held together by his religion, the white race is by the assumption and the unwritten law of superiority, the Mongolian by the precious tie of blood, likewise the black man must unite in one grand racial hierarchy. Our union must know no clime, no nationality, but let us all hold together in every country, in every clime, making a racial empire upon which the sun shall never set. Let no voice but your own speak to you from the depths. Let no influence but your own rouse you in time of peace and time of war. Hear all, but attend only to that which concerns you. Your allegiance shall be to your God, your race, your country. Remember that the Jew in his political and economic origins always first the Jew. The white man is first a white man under all circumstances, so you can do no less. Be black, buy black, think black, and all else will take care of itself.
Marcus Garvey words come to pass. Marcus Garvey words come to pass. I say I was once lost, but now I found light of the early Selassie. Selassie, I live it every time. Emmanuel live it every time. Marcus Garvey live it every time. I sing, boy, if it is Marcus, then you must bite the dust and equal rights and justice. That's what he taught us. And if it is Selassie, boy, you're going to die. Emperor Selassie, you're going to die. This Emmanuel, gone down hell. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall tell them. Enough of them I walk with them evil spell. In a corruption for them all as well. I am low places where them wickedness dwell. True vanity, all them sold them a sell. Man a done booger man, woman a done Jezebel. The earth is the fullness where everything dwell. Down here you find heaven, down here you find hell. When you see the lion, please not try bell. I sat my broke all a whole city boy for this Marcus. Then you must bite the dust. Equal rights and justice, that's what he taught us. If it is the last year, boy you go and die.
Give us the teaching of Marcus Garvey. Kebranegas means glory of kings. Give I and I Selassie and keep the images of lies for yourself. People without a vision perish like suicide. You tell me it's not about color, still you refuse to take the picture off the wall. All you do is trick the brothers and keep them confused. They don't know who to call on in this spiritual war. Look how many prophets tried to open our eyes. You can't fool me.
Strong.